So we can simplify cos x times sin x times cos x is, they are equal because 5 times 3 times 5 is, so, but one of them minus, other is plus, so cancel. We have 1 over 2 cos square x minus sin square x. And if you look at the formula sheet list, you can see in the formula is this one. That one we find it cos square x minus sin square x, which is 2 cos. I will write this formula. This formula is like cos 2 alpha. You don't need to write these formulas because no marks for if you write the formula. Only the steps is get marks. Cos square alpha minus sin square. There are 3 formulas for 2 alpha. One of them is this one, that is 1 over 2 cos 2 alpha, which is x proceeds instead of alpha. In the question, use x. So this is right hand side. How many marks? So every step is the basic step is 1 mark. For example, this is 1 mark, and substitution 1 mark, and common bracket also is no mark, is unfortunately, but this one is 1 mark. Then open bracket 1 mark. And simplify. The answer 1 mark. How many marks? 1, 2, 3, 5 marks. What about these formulas? No mark the formulas. And the second part I will write here. You know, is in this question I use a compound angle formulas, or the other name is sum or difference of 2 angles, identity, and double half angle formulas. I use both formulas in the one question. And the second part is this question, hence. Very, very important question, especially in metric. But this is easy if you understand the logic of these questions. If you see hence, 100% use 2.1, 100%. Sometimes set at hence or otherwise, hence use 2.1. Otherwise, you can use your own method. But I strongly advise you always use the previous questions, previous solutions or questions. Here, use this one. What is the previous question? I will write question because the question is proof question. There is no other types of questions. So I will write what is the question is like sine 45 plus x times sine 45 minus x, which is equal to 1 over 2 cos 2x. This is a question. Or you can write, you don't need to write this reason from one, just explain. Here is determine the values of, I will write the 2.3 also, 2.3. Hence, extra my question, last year grade 11 class test question is this part. Hence, calculate sine 22.15 times cosine 22.5 without calculation, without use of calculator. First question I said is 5 mark question. This question is 5. But these are marks, each marks, also 2 marks. So that means it is it must be very short. So this is question set that in the left-hand side is this one. This is right hand side. They are absolutely equal. We proved before in 2.1. So it is question that what is maximum value of left hand side? Of course, it must be equal maximum value of this one. This logic is this one. Very difficult to find the left hand side maximum value of left hand side because it is complicated. But easy to find the right value. So you don't need that explanation. Maximum value of left hand side is must be equal to maximum value of right hand side. So just needs this is what is maximum value. This one. We have 1 over 2 cos 2x. Of course, if you remember the basic rule for sine and cosine, I'll write here. Sine anything always between -1 and +1, and cosine anything always -1 and +1 between -1, but tangent anything between -infinity and positive infinity. There is no restriction for tangent. Sine and cosine, if you remember the graph, is from last year, or this year also. This graph is like this. This also like this. So it is maximum top values in the y1, minimum bottom value is minus. So it's between them everything. But tangent is no restriction. So it will be maximum 1, minimum -1. Just replace them. If cos 2x is 1, so 1 over 2 times 1 is 1 over 2. That is enough because they didn't ask what. Because didn't ask minimum value, but I did find 1 over 2 times -1, which is minus. So maximum value, which one gets marks? Answer 1 mark, and to put 1 mark, but -1, no, we didn't. And what about my own question, which is the last year class question? Hence, calculate sine 22.5 degrees times sine. Oops, I made a mistake. Question is sine. This cosine also correct, but this is the part now. Changes is one because I asked this one. Sine when 67 when if you want, this is A, B, sine 22, 5 times cosine. Also, I can ask, but it's a little bit different. My question is this one. Okay. Sine 67.5 degrees without calculator. So we see hence, so we have to use original question again. So is the previous one, is the, I will write the question, sine 45 plus x, sine 45 minus x, is it 12 times. So we have to use this one. Of course, we have to use left-hand side. Because the question looks left-hand side, because it is sine and product. 2 sine and 1. Here is also 2 sine, and right-hand side is cosine, so we can't use right-hand side. So we will use when so. Now, it is 2 marks question. First, to choose the correct value. So you can choose, this is for every x values, for all x values, it is correct, of course. So if you choose the available x value and substitute in the question, in here so that you can get sine 22.5 times sine 67.5. So which x value gets this question part? So it is an idea which one we must substitute in x in the question here. Substitute x equals so that we get the sine 22.5 so that we get sine 22.5 sine 67.5 degrees. So this idea that one substitute in the first question also substitute in one, but here which question we must put in x? Any idea, please send from the chat. Which x value we have to substitute in the question so that we can get sine 22.5 and sine 67.5. This is very easy, but it's the first time you meet like this question. You have to put to 22. This is a 1 mark. And substitute 1 mark, of course, and answer 1 mark. So this is 20. Substitute this. Okay. When you substitute, because you can get the sine plus 25 sine 25 minus 25, which is equal to half of sine 2 times 20. In the left-hand side, we get sine 67.5 times sine 22.5, the same as this one, which is equal to half times sine 45. So 45 is special angle, 1 over 2 times square root 2, which is square root of answer. 2 marks question. When one is substitution, one is answer. Very good question. I want to solve one more question. It is, of course, in grade 11 topic. I want to solve this question. Okay. Okay, here. This is all these questions about the expression questions, unknown questions, not numerical value questions. Numerical value, next step, hence part. Okay, given the following identity, this one. So prove the identity from left-hand side or right-hand side. Of course, here you can use both sides from left to right or right to left. Both of them is unfortunately difficult. Maybe right-hand side is easy for you, like grade 10, maybe you know the conjugate. But left-hand side also very, very important method that you use to different questions, this method. So I will use both method here. Really very important questions, that one. This is my last year final exam question. Left-hand side, I am starting left-hand side. It's the hardest one is this one, but it is very important. 1 plus sine 2x over 2x. We have to reach this one. Okay. Of course, just you must make a big, sorry. Okay, here is I solve and write here. Okay, I am starting left hand side to right hand side. After that, I will solve also start from right hand side to left. All the questions for this, you can use the any one, but choose the easiest one. Of course, this is which one is complicated. Both of them is like complicated. Only one single fraction, both of them, and there is addition. Right hand side and addition and subtraction. Left hand side only addition. Maybe right hand side is maybe right hand side is easier one, but left hand side also important method. I use both of them. But in general, always one side, sometimes from left to right, sometimes right to left, is easiest, so shortest. So you have to choose that. The general idea, choose the hardest side, always, complex side. Don't start the easiest part. So we have now sine x, sine 2x, and cos 2x, and look at the formulas. Sine 2x, 2 sine x cos x, and cos 2x. There are 3 cos 2x, cos square x minus sine square. Because we need cos and sine on the right hand side. 1 plus 2 sine x over cos square x minus. Of course, it's cos square means same as in bracket cos x bracket square. And this one means sine x bracket square. They are same. I will write no. Sine any power x, sine n, sine square, sine cube, etc. in the bracket sine x to the power of n. Cosine and tangent also same. So is this basic idea is the denominator looks difference of two square. This is algebra. A square minus b square, which is a minus b minus a plus b. Denominator is okay. Cos x minus sine x times cos x plus sine. Yes, now we have minus sine x cos x sine x. So we must simplify this by using numerator. So this is a really very difficult part. If you don't know before, so you don't know before this one. This one, very important. What is one? One is sine square x plus cos square x. This is basic from grade 10. Write sine square x plus cos square x instead of 1. Why? Because so that you can get perfect square form. So this one is sine x plus cos x square. If you open this one, a plus b square, you need to memorize this. A square plus 2ab plus b square. If you open, this is sine x plus cos x, sine square x plus 2 sine x cos x plus cos square x. So it is the same as this one. All of them is here. So this is, of course, if you forget it, put sine square x in 1, or you never solve. You never solve this question. Otherwise, you can't solve. Now I will write sine x plus cos x divided by cos x minus sine x, cos x plus sine x. So simplify this one of this one, that one, so we get the right hand side. Sine x plus cos x over cos x minus sine x, which is Okay, from right hand side is sin x plus or cos x, doesn't matter which start position, 5 plus 3 plus 5, same. Cos x sin x divided by cos x plus sin x. Multiply numerator and denominator by conjugate of cos x. Conjugate means if it is between them is minus, and if change it plus, so they are conjugate. Cos x plus sin x, cos x plus sin x. This is 1 mark. So after that, just you can open break. No, this is easier, but this the method to put step plus one is very, very important method, so that you can get the perfect square form. Okay, cos x times cos x, times cos x times sin x, cos x sin x, plus sin x times cos x, again, sin x cos x, sin x times sin x, sin x. And here again, cos square x plus cos x sin x, or the product of square, minus cos x sin x minus sin x. So we have cancelled these. Sin square x plus cos square x, 1 plus 2 sin x cos x. Why? Because it's 1, 1, 2. Here is cos square x. Of course, this denominator is cos 2x. This one is sin x. So replace that 1 plus 2x over cos 2x, which is. Okay, second part is 2 minutes left. I will solve here. Extra. Hence, calculate sin 15 minus plus cosine 15 over sin 15 minus, or cosine 15 minus sin 15. So hence use previous method. What is that one? Solution. Write the formula, which is the given in the question. 1 plus sin 2x over cos 2x, which is equal to cos x plus sin x divided by cos x plus. So we need that. So what we substitute in x so that we can get sin 15 is easy. Substitute x equals 15 to get question in both sides, of course. 1 plus sin 2 times 15 cos 2 times 15 equals sin 15 plus cos 15 over cos 15 sin 15. So we find it less than 1 minute, but it is, I want to finish. 1 plus sin 30 over cos 30, which is this one, same as, so 1 plus sin 31 over 2 cos 30 squared 2. Just use calculator, your word square root of 3 or square root of 3, or leave it square root of 3. Or use calculator, like a square root of 3, which is sin 50 plus cos 50 over cos 15 sin 15, but only 2 marks. This one, 1 mark substitution, 1 mark answer.